Hello, gorgeous. My name is Jessica Angeleri, and I'm a feminine embodiment, intimacy, love coach. And today we are speaking about devotion and how devotion is essential if you want to start stepping into your biggest vibe, your highest version, into really embodying the feminine way and devotion to love. Really bringing love into your life. So devotion really means this flow of love, following the flow of love, and knowing that love is actually the strongest, purest essence of the divine, of the universe. When you direct this flow of love, when you are devoting your whole life, your whole being towards that of the universe or of the divine, you invite love back effortlessly. So you begin to illuminate your heart. And when you illuminate your heart and you're living from that space, that's how you magnetize. It's how you become magnetic. That's how you effortlessly draw in life and situations or the man, the healthy relationship that you know you desire. And that's because you're living from that space of aliveness. When you live from aliveness, that feeling of goodness, you're dedicated to that and you're devoted to what that means, yes, you start to become the essence of love. You start to be this and feel the divine and life. So whenever you choose to do things from that space of love and not from fear, not from the space of I need to do this to become better or to have more followers or I need to do this, otherwise I'm not going to be a good person anymore. No, when you choose to do something and show up for that every day and you're devoted to it, you share something more from the space of love. You're walking the pathway of the goddess, of the divine, of the universe, whatever you want to call it, of spirit. So you can relate this to the river. The river is like your life. Okay, and the water swells, it's moving, and that's your love. That is the beauty, that is your intention of love. And then around the river, around your life that you create, you radiate more of this love into your work, into your business, into your family, into your children, into your relationship. So you begin to radiate more of that love around your life. And you see that with a river. You see beauty and love and happiness being birthed around the river, this life. So you can be devoted or committed to a simple new way. And that new way, I like to say the feminine way, can bring you closer to this big truth. So what can you do, even if it's the smallest thing that can be done differently in your day-to-day life? So a good place to start is waking up each morning with an intention. And this is an act of devotion to love. Not an intention, I want to be better than that person, or I need to have that thing and then I'll be fulfilled. This is more about devoting and devotion to love and creating that intention around that. How can I start my day in a way that makes me feel healthy or makes me feel connected to my body or that reminds me of pleasure? So you can also think of this as well as the idea of with the masculine and feminine energies in this weaving of these both energies together. We cannot have the feminine energy without the masculine energy, meaning we cannot have love and our desires without the action piece, without the dedication piece to that. Otherwise, this flow, that river, has nowhere to go. It needs direction. It needs to go somewhere. And that place can be in service to love, becoming the best, highest, your favorite person, really, which is you, right? So, yeah, some ways that you can start being devoted to love, practicing devotion, is consciously putting 15-20 minutes aside a day to do a simple practice to help you connect with your womb or your heart or your body. It could be that you wake up 5 minutes earlier and do a movement, put on your favorite music, something that really creates and sets the mood for your day. And yeah, just start to move in a way that is non-linear, that is intuitive. You can say some affirmations, a few affirmations, and really breathe into them so they become anchored into your body. You can also, another way to be devoted to love, practice that, is also, if you are a person who gets things done and is the type to do a lot of things, maybe that could be letting go of one thing and knowing that it is okay to take a step back and let somebody else help you, or to know that it is okay that you don't have to do it all today, and that it is okay. Another way to be devoted to love, to practice this devotion, is to start honoring your body as a beautiful temple. So how can you start maybe dressing in a way that makes you feel good? It doesn't mean that you have to start following fashion trends, but just start to wear certain earrings, or maybe it means putting on some lipstick. Just little things, little habits that can help you remember your innate beauty, and that it is your responsibility to bring your love, your spirit, the goddess within, to bring her to life. Again, you're not doing this for attention, it's for you to show up as your biggest you. Other ways, other practices that you can do to start being in devotion and in service to love is you can create an altar and put some things on your altar to help you remind you of your beautiful queen self. You can light a candle when you're setting that intention. I like to light a candle before I go to sleep. And you can also just bring in some gratitude as well. You can do some simple things like cooking. That is a way of being in devotion. Cooking, connecting to the earth, being in nature. These are beautiful ways to be devoted to love, to be devoted to spirit, to be devoted to the goddess within you. It could be making music or just engaging in music, listening to music. These are acts of devotion, and they are coming from your inner goddess self. She knows what she loves. She knows what lights her up. She knows what makes her heart really beam and radiate with love. And all of these ways are ways to connect with your body, your senses, like I said, to connect with your inner goddess, and not for any other intention other than to really know you, to really enhance and ignite or increase your vibrancy of, or that frequency of love. And that's how you are present. That's how you, like I said, connect with spirit. So this is not about you doing it for anything else or anyone else but you. And when you do this for you, that's when you start to see the ripple effects, and you start to feel and sense and explore and connect with life around you differently, because you're more open. Your heart has expanded. When you are expanded in your heart frequency, that's when you draw in and you magnetize what is really aligned with your heart. And these are practices of devotion to yourself and the spirit that you are, because remember, you are not just this body floating around, moving from A to B. You are this soul in this body having a human experience. You are the goddess. You are the creatress. You are divine. And that just means you can create and imagine and bring that life. Imagine the life and bring that to life in the way that you desire, the way that you choose. So we need to stop trying to fit in and trying to follow all the shoulds and the expectations. We need to stop following everyone's rules and all the beauty standards, and you decide for yourself who you want to show up as. And when you do that, this is freedom. This is sovereignty. This is you knowing and standing in your queen codes. And then that's when you say, I am not here to be average anymore. You are not here to be average. You came here to be fully expressed in your body. You came here to be alive. You came here not to go from floating around and numbing yourself. You came here to really experience life and what that means. You came here to become alive in all that you are. You are here to breathe in life and give back to life. And then through that, you happily receive life. When you are devoted, life meets you and gives you what you really, truly desire at your heart level. You are here to be the woman who is living her bold, intentional life. She's unstoppable. You are unstoppable. So that means you did not come here to be stuck in your fears, to self-sabotage, to be stuck in your doubts and worries, and to be stuck in the patterns of continuously comparing yourself to other women, and then that dims your light. You came here to be the best version of yourself, the person that you love. And that might mean that you make mistakes, but that's okay. You know how to be in that big version of yourself who is imperfect. This is the person your big self knows as well. Your biggest, highest self knows that you are still whole, even when you make those mistakes, even when you know that you went into a relationship and it wasn't serving you, but you chose to leave that relationship. It takes humbleness to go there, to face these fears and these doubts and these shames, and then to say, I am choosing to use my voice right now, and I'm choosing courage to say yes. Yes to my growth, yes to unlayering more of these pieces of me that are holding me down, weighing me down. And I'm saying yes to jumping into the unknown because I trust myself. I trust my heart. And if I fall down, it doesn't define me. It means I'm going to rise again. And that's how I'm going to become stronger. This is the path of devotion. This is being devoted to love, not getting stuck in self-hatred, not getting stuck in the talk that keeps you hiding and that keeps you stopping from really speaking your truth or really opening your heart to another, because people, your loved one, there is someone there who is really wanting and desiring your love in return. So do you desire to be in a loving relationship or to start healing or to feel your best self or to feel healthy? You have to stop waiting for the perfect or the right moment to do it, to start taking action. Listen to your desires. Listen to what it is that your inner goddess is asking from you. This is you being devoted to love, to being in devotion to her. So we have to stop trying to do all these things and trying to be good at all the things, especially if you're not interested in them. Or we have to stop filling up our days and our times with busy work, with things that really are not making your soul and your heart shine. Or when you're saying, well, this is how my life is, or, I'm just not worthy of that, or this happens to me and that's just how it is, or I'm just not good enough yet. We just need to stop this self-talk and stop using the past as an excuse to not create your future. Stop trying to fit in. Stop getting caught up in the same cycles that keep you in unhealthy patterns. And stop trying to make life harder than it needs to be, and not being honest with yourself. And I'm not saying this as well to shame you. It's the opposite. I'm saying this to help you realize your big potential. And I've been there. I've been in the comparing. I've been in the times where I've been really hard on myself, or I've just had so much doubt that I haven't done things that I know that I could have, or it took me longer to do it. There's no time, of course, no time limit, but we just hold ourselves back because we just carry so much of this shame of what will others think of me if I say this, or if I do this. If you have an urge inside of you, or a desire, and it's coming straight from your heart, listen to it. Really listen to it. When you listen, this is really you being in devotion to love, being in devotion to her, to the goddess within. And there will be days where you don't want to do anything, and that's okay. There will be days where you don't feel so energized, and that's okay. There will be days where you just, you even feel down, and that's okay too. That's also acknowledging our wholeness in our imperfections. That's being in devotion to love. So no, love is not this thing that we learn it to be in rom-com movies. This is the real thing. And we don't have to make it harder for ourselves either. As long as you can say, every day, I am always coming closer to the person that I desire to be. I'm doing this for love. And I'm doing this, I'm choosing to show up for this. Yes, the fear is there, but I'm choosing love. Yes, the doubts are there, but I'm choosing love. Yes, the uncertainty is there, but I trust as well. So can you just stop putting yourself down, dear sister? Love does not criticize. Love accepts and embraces all. Choosing love is not just hugs and kisses. This is deeper than that. And I'm here to hold your hand in remembering what it means to be walking this pathway of the goddess, to be devoted to love. Love is about accepting and embracing all and breathing into that. This is freedom. This is where you just you can just take a step back and realize, okay, I've got me. I've got me. And when you open your heart fully and with wild vulnerability, something happens. Radiant bliss, joy, abundance of beauty will come rushing in like the flowing rivers that I mentioned. And if you are ready to walk this path of being in devotion to love, to remember your magnificence through your feminine power, I have something special that I'd love to invite you to, and it's a 3-day masterclass series. It's free at the moment. It's called Devotion to Love. This is about you embodying and taking action towards love that includes your feminine energy. So over the 3 days in these masterclasses, we will go through day 1 will be about attracting the love that you deserve. That's the first one. Day 2 is about womb power, womb love, connecting with your womb to remember your feminine power. And the third one is all about redefining sexuality, the erotic and pleasure, and how we can become so much more fulfilled, and we can reclaim so much of our power and love and happiness when we start to tap into these power centers of your womb to ignite your sexual energy, pleasure, and the erotic. So when you start living from the erotic, you start becoming a magnet to life. You become a magnet to love and to that relationship that you are so deserving of, my love. So do come. I will hold your hand to start this journey of walking this pathway of the goddess. You don't have to do it alone. And remember as well, Feminine Remembrance, come home to yourself. The doors are open. This is a 10-week group immersion that I'd love to hold your hand in, where you start to immerse yourself in pleasure. And this is a life-changing, transformative program, a group program that will fundamentally change the way you understand connection, love, pleasure, magnetism, so manifestation with you. So change the way you feel about yourself, and that also has beautiful, abundant ripple effects to the people around you and situations around you, and it will shift your life for the better. Now is not the time to hide away from your magnificence. This is your time, sister, and I'm here to hold your hand in helping you remember your big, beautiful vibe and the goddess that you are, the queen that you are. I've got you. So make sure that you join. I can't wait to see you. I've dropped all the links below, and yeah, let's begin this journey of igniting your sensuality and start moving from pain and doubts and shame into joy, bliss, and pleasure. This is being in devotion to love. I've got you. My name is Jessica Angelari, and sending all my love to you. And remember, if you love this video, make sure to like this and follow me. All my love. Mwah.